Oh, pardon me, goodness me. Hang on. Oh, dearie me. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. Yes, in the last episode, we continued on with Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice, Episode 5, Turnabout Revolution. And we had just brought Naina onto the stand, because we were accusing Naina of being the killer. Because we were saying that Naina's true identity is the former Queen Amara and the killer we've been looking for all along. What? Have you finally lost your mind, Mr. Justice? What you say is beyond blasphemous, even in the depths of hell. Oh my, such frightening allegations. Indeed, as ludicrous to boot. Our eminence Queen Amara yet lives. Is acting as Naina here? You have truly gone off the deep end. You don't have to take my word for it. In fact, a certain someone can help me prove it. Your Eminence! Queen Amara truly is dead. Should be able to channel her spirit right here, right now. Isn't that correct? I can deny it no longer. The lawyer speaks the truth. Naina, the one who stands here before us, is Amara, the former queen believed to have perished 23 years ago. Polkunka! Ew. Finally. We finally got Inga's real killer on the stand. Naina? No. Amara Sigatar Kurain. Please drop the act and tell us what really happened. Oh. Oh, really? I guess I shouldn't have underestimated the power of youth. Well done, young hardhead. What? Oh. This is slightly ominous. When I say slightly, I mean very, very ominous. Alright, she's cocooned herself. She's not a cocoon anymore. Huzzah! Queen Amara! Whoa! Oh. Just when I was starting to do the old woman voice. I don't know. I was getting tired of masquerading as an old woman anyway. It has been far too long since I last greeted you, good people of Kurain. It is I, Amara Sigatar Kurain, your former queen. Queen Amara? I thought Garan's makeover was extreme. Can it really be true? You're alive and well? It is true. I feel as if I've been called back from the Twilight Realm. I've Yes. Amara, I'm sorry I was unable to keep our secret any longer. I hope you can forgive me. And it's quite alright. God, I am safe now. For Dirk, the blackguard who threatened my life, will be recaptured soon enough. I need not conceal my identity any longer. Queen Amara, what does it all mean? You're not killed in that fire 23 years ago? but I escaped that blaze with my life. But though I survived, I knew that the scoundrel would make further attempts on my life. Therefore, I staged my death and abdicated the throne to my dear younger sister, Gran.
But the building of that great tomb, and disguising yourself as a lowly servant, why would you do such a thing?
Gran, I would have you explain. I wished for her to be close at hand. It was the only way I thought I could protect her. It was the best way to hide her from the eyes of the public. After all, who would conceive of Amara laying resuscitation to that of a servant? She's got that right. Even Dork thought Even Dirk thought Amara was being held captive in some far-off place. He never even guessed she was living as a servant right in the plain sight. I must say, a life dedicated to the servitude of others is not the least bit disagreeable. It is a quiet, humble existence, far removed from the tedium of regal duties. But those days of peace have ended. And it's all because of you, Hornhead. You should consider yourself lucky if that's what if that's all this ends with. If there's something you wish to say, then say it. It doesn't matter who you are, you won't escape the crime you committed. The defense moves to die you as Justice Minister Inger's real killer.
What's this? You would accuse Queen Amara of homicide? A Grand Priestess of Koreanism? You can't do that! She's a goddess in the eyes of her people.
If you commit the crime, you better be ready to do the time. Be you a priest, saint, queen, or god.
I've never met such an egalitarian person.
Queen Amara. Queen Amara, in your years disguised as Nanny, you would have learned about Ernest Inger's disorder. So you knew you could dress in Dirk's clothes to forge a convincing seance vision. Isn't that right? What a curious character you are. You would label me a murderer. Me, the one who the people regarded as the reincarnation of the Holy Mother herself. Maybe a grand figure in Koreanism. As a foreigner, you're just another suspect to me. It would appear your words are not in jest. Am I to suffer the sullying of my good name with accusations of murder most foul?
Please, Queen Amara, forgive his impudence. The lawyer knows not of what he speaks.
Fear not, good Majesty, for this is the sacred hall of justice. Though I am a grand priestess, on this stand I am but a witness like every other. I shall face his accusations with grace and benevolence.
Your compassion overfloweth your mercifulness.
Oh, young lawyer, in my benevolence I must warn you that your assertion suffers from a tragic flaw. Huh? There's a flaw? And now you turn?
Yes, your mercifulness.
Who was present in the tomb when the murder was discovered?
Dirk Satmari, my fame, the victim, Mr. Inga. I see. That is a fatal flaw indeed. It appears Queen Amara couldn't possibly have gone to the tomb as Minister Inga.
What? Why not? Do not keep the defense waiting, Nayuta. Explain how wrong he truly is.
Yes, your mercifulness.
Her benevolence, Princess Rafa saw the Minister Inga into the tomb around 2:30 p.m. Yet you, the defense, claim the person she saw was the minister being channeled by Queen Amara. However, if her mercifulness had channeled him and moved to the tomb. Then once she was done channeling, Queen Amara would have re-emerged and been left stuck in the tomb. Oh, yeah. As she tried to exit before you all arrived, Princess Rava, who had been looking down upon the courtyard, would have seen her. However, her beloved saw nothing of the sort. In conclusion, Queen Amara could not have left the tomb without being observed. And yet, was she there in the tomb when the murder was discovered defense? No, she wasn't. Now do you see, the flimsy claim had been uprooted like a sapling in a flood. Yeah! Well, that was entertaining, Prosecutor Sarmari. Assume the prosecution of this case and clear your mother's good name. You wish for me to take over? Yes, prosecute your father to save your mother. What a poignant fate you bear, but to bear it you must. Are you ready? Yes, Your Eminence. And there you have it, Your Majesty. I shall watch the rest of the proceedings from the sidelines. I relinquish complete control of this sacred hall to your authority once more. Why, thank you, Your Eminence, I suppose. Whatever, nothing more from us. Your testimony, if you please. The lawyer's theory is absurd. Now I shall destroy your utterly absurd, barbarous theory. I was not anywhere near the tomb following the murder. Were your theory correct, I would have been in the tomb once I had stopped channeling. My husband Dirk is the killer, but he has fled from this sacred hall. May the Holy Mother rain judgment upon the traitor Dirk Salbadi for his crimes. Oh, such marvelous testimony. You are truly a treasure, Your Mercifulness. This too is but by the grace of Her Holiness. No doubt by unmasking here today was her will as well. Oh, aye, the Holy Mother, you say? Yes. Surely Her Holiness has guided me to this witness stand. Okay. And to the purity of truth. I also am Snow White. My skin is as white as snow, and, well, I talk to animals. How magnificent! Queen Amara, the Holy Mother's messenger here on earth. Praise be, Queen Amara, blessings upon her mercifulness. Where do those animals even come from? Now then, defense may question the witness. But remember, she is a Grand Priestess, so disrespect will not be tolerated. That means no pointing out conflicts, inconsistencies, or any other flaws in her testimony.
Hold it!
My theory is utterly absurd and barbarous. And high-handed, if I may say so. And Naruto was right to call you putrid-minded. Surely even the monkeys of Mount Poniponi's holy waterfalls could devise a better theory. Surely you can steal better insults than Naruto's best. And now then, to all of you gathered in this sacred hall, need I remind you? Well, maybe you were hiding inside the sarcophagus. After all, it does technically belong to you. I bet you'd have no trouble opening it. If I had been there, I could not have been here today. For the tomb has been under constant surveillance since the murder. I would have never been able to leave. I guess not. If I might ask, what's in that sarcophagus anyway? You're still alive, so...
There's despair, sadness, hatred, and malice. Only one brave enough to see the truth hidden deep within could discover final hope. My continued corporeality.
Yeah, and you completely lost me. In other words, it's empty. But no one dared to open it because they were too scared of the curse.
Now, you dispense with your theory. It is as empty as my sarcophagus.
Hold it!
Let me you weren't in the tomb after the murder.
Very good, but that very truth refutes your theory. Even I have a channeled Minister Inga and entered the tomb. At the moment I ceased chuming him, I would have re-emerged to the crime scene.
Precisely, as you said, your self-defense. Queen Amara was not there after the murder. And the only living souls in the tomb at that time were Dirk Sarmati and Maya Fey.
Be it in this life or the next, there is no escaping such simple truths.
Hold it!
There must be a reason why I had to make his escape today.
A reason? Ah, perhaps.
Perhaps what?
Perhaps conceal himself and lie in wait for another chance to reclaim my life.
What's this?
Objection!
No, it's definitely not like that, your mercifulness. First of all, you don't really believe he's trying to kill you, do you? After all, you two ran off together after you rescued you all those years ago.
It's only because he had the audacity to claim it wasn't me. You must believe me. It is my duty as a wife to a husband to bend an ear to him. Was it not? The communication after disagreement is the secret to a long, happy marriage. Sure, I guess.
What do you think, Mr. Wright? Don't ask me. My girlfriend ended up a murderer. Multiple times. So don't ask me.
That is why I listened to Dirk. However, he didn't have a shred of evidence to support his claim. It grieves me to admit it, but my husband truly did try to murder me.
That's quite enough. It's abundantly clear the Queen of Mars' testimony is flawless.
Do you understand now, lawyer?
It's bad. Judge isn't gonna let me cross-examine her much longer. I should have been in the tomb after the... Oh, there we go. Amara should have been in the tomb after the minister's murder, but she wasn't. I don't get it. How did she just vanish from the scene of the crime like that? It shouldn't be possible for normal people to... For normal people... Ah! Maybe... Maybe what? Your Majesty, I think I've explained why Queen Amara wasn't there in the tomb after the murder. Very well, defense, to explain. It was accomplished through a method only she is capable of. Using a special method, it would be possible for her to literally disappear. Oronka was waiting. Let's hear it. How did Queen Amara disappear from the tomb? All she had to do was channel someone, and then she could easily disappear from the scene of the crime. After all, she'd literally be someone else.
Why, I believe that actually makes sense.
What do you have to say to that, Queen Amara?
You believe that I, the Grand Priestess, would use the sacred power of spirit channeling to commit murder?
Oh, God!
My God, I was not expecting that. Oh my God.
She is Zeus! We have angered the gods! Eek! Mercy, your mercifulness!
How dare you speak such vile blasphemy, defense? We retract your last statement of his immediate execution.
No, good Majesty, it is quite alright. Koreanism also teaches that we must respond at all times with a reasoned principle, and therefore I shall offer a measured response to his blasphemous accusation. You have something to counter with? Indeed, now you are listening. It would not have been possible to simply vanish by means of spirit channeling. After all, it would require a deceased person to channel. However, there's only one murder victim in the tomb. And that was Minister Inga. The only others there right after his murder were Dirk and Miss Faye. Ah. Had I channeled in Inga, as you allege, the outcome would have been quite odd, to say the least. For there, beside the dead minister, a living, breathing one would have appeared. Even if I had been in the tomb, there was no one to channel except the deceased minister. So, you see, I could not have vanished by means of spirit channeling. Yeah, it's true, but I can't rule it out yet. Because, well, what if there was what if there was another victim? Someone we haven't identified yet. How absurd. If you channeled someone other than Minister Inga, you could use their identity to disappear from the tomb. Goodness me! Another victim? Grinamara, please add your last statement to your testimony. This could explain everything. Wasn't this a sign of another victim there in a tomb? And yet, why do I sense I'm not going to like what I'm about to find out?
Objection!
No. What my thinking was, I don't think Rafa would have known who Jove was, so, you know.
Objection!
No, it's not that either. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Why there was another victim besides Mr. Inga? What on earth could you mean? The only body found in the tomb was the minister's. Oh! Dirk's blood, possibly. Yeah, but... Those counter-arguments are too on spot for us to rebut. Actually, there is one possibility. What's the matter, Apollo? There's one hell of a face you're making. Oh, no, it is nothing, really. And yet, that means...
Objection!
Didn't mean to do that. That's my own stupid fault, that.
Objection!
I can't believe I'm presenting this, but it proves that there was another victim. Still, it was a scene of the crime where... Aya? Dirk? No. It can't be. Is Dirk dead? Is Dirk dead? Would the defense care to say something, Wills? Queen Amara, you knew, didn't you? Whatever you're talking about. If you won't let tell this court, then I will.
I don't keep us waiting.
This case includes a second victim. One of the two people found alive in the tomb after the minister's murder was actually already dead. But a second victim, Apollo? Queen Amara, after you channeled Minister Inger and moved to the tomb, you vanished from the scene of the crime by channeling another victim. And that explains why no one found you after the murder was discovered. Oh, you putrid pepper, of all the half-witted buffoonery to come tumbling out from your lips. But suppose I indulge you and play along with a little delusion. Tell me, Mr. Justice, who was the other victim? I don't like this. I don't like this music. There's no way this can be true. What? No. I can't stop now. If this is the truth, it's the only way forward to solving this case. The other victim who Queen Amara channeled was... I really don't want to. Like, I really... I don't want to. Things were going so well for him, and Apollo started being happy again. But, listen, son, if you manage to prove me innocent tomorrow, I don't have long to live. There's no escaping death now that has set sights set on me. Dirk knew everything, but he couldn't bring himself to tell me. I have one more big secret. I'm afraid I can't tell you what it is. I'd be betraying a certain someone if I did. You couldn't accuse the love of his life. The sad truth is, the other victim channeled by Amara was...
Take that!
You can't... That's not possible! The defendant... Dirk Sadmari is the one Queen Amara channeled. He's the other victim! This is insanity. Balgungra! Apollo, what are you... Do you realize what you're proposing? I demand an explanation, Mr. Justice. I don't know when or why Dirk was murdered, but the facts and evidence speak for themselves. And this is where they've led me. I see. After Inga's murder, Dirk and I were the only ones in the tomb. But if Om was actually dead and being chopped by Mara... But it can't be. Can it? Dirk's bloodstain at the scene of the crime was the clincher for me. He wasn't even injured, so how could he have possibly bled that much? The one logical explanation is Dirk had always also been murdered. That's enough! Your explanation cannot be the truth, and you will not dare to claim to have proof to support your assertion. Mayuta, I wish it weren't true. I wish with all of my heart that I'm wrong! But as much as I don't want to believe it, yes, I can prove it. Dirk's killer must have hidden his body. It would have to be somewhere nobody would ever look. And there's only one such place. You truly have proof. The fastest way would be to let you have someone go check the tomb. Go check the tomb? Why? Because I believe Dirk's killer hid his body here.
Take that!
You would suggest Kutamara's sarcophagus, the only place in that tomb that no one would dare look. Plus, the killer would soon become trapped by hiding in there. But a body? Well, that's a horse of a different colour. Which means...
I believe we must search the sarcophagus at once. Your evidence? Being that Queen Amara yet lives, I trust we may now open it.
If we must... Your Majesty, I believe Detective Sky is still there at the tomb. Let us contact her at once and have her conduct a full investigation into the matter.
Now then, Detective Sky, your report, if you would please.
I'll start with my findings. Please let me be wrong about this. I just want things to be as they were. Search of the sarcophagus revealed a body that appears to be several days old. Body? Detective Sky, tell me it wasn't Dirk. Tell me my whole theory was completely off base. I have a photo of the body, and I have positively identified it as... I don't want to click next. I'm gonna cry in a minute, and I don't want to click next. Ooh, I don't like this because Apollo has lost his mom, his dad, no, his biological mom, his biological dad, and his adoptive dad. Like, Apollo's life sucks. But we have to progress. I also don't want to click next again because I have no idea how Apollo's going to react. I'm so sorry. I'm so... Dirk! Oh, not this music. I feel like I'm watching a drama right now, on like BBC or something. Why? Why does this have to happen? I'm genuinely crying right now. Like, genuinely crying. Damn it, Dirk! Answer me! How can this be? The traitor Snake, the very head of insurgency, murdered. Oh, what a joyous day! Oh, fuck off, Garan. Fuck off. I do not care about the divine dragons right now. I care about Apollo. He's lost his biological dad and his adoptive dad. Jesus Christ, man. We're finally retired over the rocks they crawled out from under. Who? What was I even fighting for? Apollo. What am I supposed to do now? Do you know what this feels like? The many times Phoenix has lost Maya to kidnapping, especially by Shelley, and also the PTSD trauma flashbacks that Athena got in Dual Destinies. Oh my god, I can't stop crying. Oh my god, it's a game, for God's sake. But it's like, this genuinely sucks for Apollo. Like, he's so strong. I don't think he can any longer say I'm fine. Son. A lawyer. Should never look the way you do right now. A dragon never yields. Even when wounded, a dragon bites down hard and never lets go until its dying breath. It glares and roars and it latches its jaws firmly onto its prey till the bitter end. That's what lawyers do to get the truth. Jesus Christ. But, Dirk, what if the truth is that you're... Apollo, in court tomorrow, you may find yourself faced with a truth that is difficult to accept. But I know you. Now you can handle the truth no matter what it turns out to be. I know that because I believe in you. You're my son, after all. You believed in me that much, Dirk? think I finally understand. I can't yield. Not now. Not ever. You don't have to dare believe in me despite knowing what was about to happen. Besides, Dirk left me with two things I must do. Are you alright, Apollo? Sorry about that, Mr. Wright. But I'm fine now. Apollo? Detective Sky? Yes. How sure are you that the body's been there for a few days?
I'm positive. No autopsy has been performed yet, but I'd say it's been at least 3 days. Unfortunately, the low temperature inside the sarcophagus kept it from decaying. Oh, the chest area bore 3 gunshot wounds from a small caliber weapon. I believe they are the cause of death.
At least 3 days, huh? What I also find interesting is the blue pendant. That means Dirk was already dead by the time he came to visit me back in the States. Then who was channeling him? I think it would have to be someone who could get into and stay in the US without arousing suspicion. It also had solid color stories, so they wouldn't be seen as missing. I think this is who was channeling Dirk when I saw him in the States. It has to be Maya. Yeah. Maya? Oh, I see. She was being held hostage at the time, so it seemed only natural that she wasn't around. Right, do you remember what she said earlier? So please, just tell me, what exactly are you hiding?
Sorry, but I promised Dirk I wouldn't say.
You made a promise to Dirk?
Pretty big one.
Dirk didn't want his own death to be known. The other members of the Defiant Dragons would lose all hope if they found out. And that would snuff out the flames of revolution for good. Miss Faye, Dirk told you to keep quiet about this, didn't he?
I guess it's no use hiding it anymore. Yeah, I promised not to tell. Dirk made me promise before he died.
So he was right then.
Apollo? There's something I need to tell you. It's about, Dirk's final moments.
I'm listening, Miss Faye. What happened in his final moments?
Soon after I was kidnapped, Dirk paid me a visit in that tomb where I was being held captive. I'd say it was a few days before administering his murder.
Hey, young lady. Time to get you up and out of here.
It's the revolutionary guy.
I'm here to rescue you.
You are? Why?
I heard things were a little too quiet with that stamp-sucking scumbag. So I started digging around until I found out you'd been abducted.
Why would a rebel help me?
Let's go before it's too late. It already is for you, pal. Long time no see, you little rebel blowhard. Inga, I know you're up to something. I'm gonna find out what. Ugh. Don't let me live this. Ugh. That's got a smart. You become a real thorn on my side, see? So it's time for you to be pushing up daisies. Tack! Never really think a pea shooter like that could kill a dragon. Oh, what the?
Yeah. What are you, some kind of freak? Not serious.
Dirk was shot several times, but he barely even flinched. He sacrificed himself for me. These ropes! I gotta help you!
Relax. It's gonna be okay. Sorry things turned out this way, but it doesn't look like how much longer.
No, don't say that.
You're a spirit medium, aren't you? When I'm gone, I want you to channel my spirit.
Stop it! Don't give up like that!
If you do, untying a rope like that would be child's play.
No. Please, hang in there. You can still make it.
Promise. Promise me. One thing, young lady. It's about my son.
Dirk. I was talking about you, Apollo. He said he wanted to see you. Just... So he asked me... Fucking hell.
You really said that?
He also said he'd been meaning to visit you for years, but kept putting it off. This was his last chance.
You just show up here after warning after all this time. What gives? Game was ready to see you, son. Come, rejoice. Right. Why don't you tell me the real reason you're here?
Dirk. You really did come to the US because you wanted to see me.
I guess this means I wasn't gonna hit Dirk's body in the sarcophagus after I left the tomb.
Apollo, you can't stop now. Dirk would want you to keep pressing on.
I know, Miss Faye. And I won't disappoint him. Friends, if you are ready to proceed. I'll first have you answer this. Do you believe the accused's death will impact what we know about the case? Very well. Your explanation, please.
The hostage exchange was to take place. Or rather, Dirk is channeled by Miss Faye did. By the time he entered the tomb at 3 p.m., Mr. Enger was already dead. I say that because we know the minister was murdered at 2 p.m. Well, there's someone else in there. This person was already hiding in the tomb, waiting to channel Dirk in place of Miss Faye. It was you, wasn't it? The fact of the matter is, Queen Lara killed Mr. Eng at 2 p.m. She then went to his private quarters and channeled his spirit. The minister, thinking he was going to be late, hurried to the tomb for the hostage exchange. Once in the tomb, Queen Amara stopped channeling Minister Inga and hid herself. Then when Dirk entered at 3 p.m, she snuck up from behind and forcibly drove Dirk's spirit out of Miss Faye's body. Drew her spirit out of her body?
Objection!
Actually, there is a way to do that. With a Magatama of parting, that is. Using one, anyone could drive a spirit out of a person's body, even if it refused to leave. Are you telling me the extra pale brown Magatama in the tomb was... that it was... That's right, Prosecutor Sarmadi. You've seen one in action before. You saw how the glowing red Magatama sent the High Priest back to the Twilight Realm. And how it turned a spent pale brown afterwards. In other words, the brown Magatama found in the tomb looks that way because its power had been used up in pushing Dirk's spirit out of his face body, right?
It probably passed out as soon as Dirk's spirit left my body. I was exhausted after telling him so long after all.
After that, Queen Amara must have dressed Miss Faye in the usual outfit and tied her up. Not sure where she got the outfit, but we can assume it was all been planned out. Then Queen Amara must have changed into Dirk's clothes, smeared blood onto them, picked up the knife, and channeled it with Dirk's spirit. That's how she made it like Dirk had committed the crime. That's how she escaped right under our noses. I don't know, Apollo. The whole thing still seems a bit far-fetched. Dirk, what was going through your mind while all this was unfolding? So ultimately it's all for naught. Ayuta? Those dreams of revolution Dirk is always spouting. It plays nothing but false hope in the minds of the people. And in the end, they were simply fantasies. Ayuta, how can you... Karma has spoken. The dream of revolution has withered on the vine. Its fate is sealed. And the other insurgents will soon wake from their shattered dreams. No, Dirk's dream can't die like this. I'm not going to sit back and let that happen. I can't, I won't. Ayuta, don't forget that Dirk's been proven innocent. His name is no longer tainted by the charge of murder. Now, the rebels and the sympathizers who have been calling for his release can't be charged with abetting the accused. So, the revolution is far from over. It's only just begun. And what a place to leave off that is. I think that's a very good place to leave off. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, please, of course, as always, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help. Click the bell icon down below to be notified when I live stream or upload a video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!